What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so Shannon Sharpe won Undisputed today. Felt compelled to apologize for his actions the other day when he confronted several members of the Memphis Grizzlies basketball team. A lot of verbal jousting was done between him, Dylan Brooks, I think John Morant, and other members of the team. And it all started, I believe, during a sequence when LeBron James scored or got fouled by Dylan Brooks, and I think Shannon Sharpe blurted out, he's too small to guard you, and then, I think a couple of Grizzlies players said something to Shannon Sharpe. He said something back. John Morant's father, I think his name, T. Morant, got involved into it, and I mean, it just, it turned into, it wasn't the worst damn thing I ever seen in basketball, but, it turned into one of those things where it was a lot of shit talking, all right? To me, 15, 20 years ago, this would have been something that would have went away within a week. But with social media, sometimes a lot of these stories have a little bit more of a life cycle than they do in the past. And, Shannon, who already was in the news because of things he didn't say, or, things where a situation where he didn't show the same energy between him and Skip, the contrast was very, very strong that, he had that energy toward black players, or black men. But anyway, the point being, end of the day, Shannon Sharpe apologizes. He apologized to everybody, right? He apologized to the Memphis players. He apologized to the Memphis organization, the Lakers organization, LeBron James, the popcorn vendor. He apologized to the fans in the arena. He apologized to his employers. He apologized to, President Biden. He apologized to Kamala Harris. He apologized to, everybody. He apologized for offending the seasonal winner. I mean, he was just in an apologizing mood. Me personally, I get it. He probably saw the writing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? We've seen how social media treats black athletes and black men in general as opposed to their white counterparts. It is what it is. It's not racist. It's just the truth. So I get why he did it. I get it. I'm not going to hold it against Shannon. I'm not. I know some people are, and I understand completely why you do. I'm not going to hold it against him because we see what happens when these guys try to hold out. And Shannon's not built like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So Shannon, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I said this to a couple of friends of mine. I'm not even 100% sold that Shannon's going to leave Fox. I'm not 100% certain that he's going to leave that show. I'm not 100% certain he's going to leave that show. I think he will, because I think he's tired of Skip. But you just never know with a guy like Shannon Sharpe, man. You just never know. If they offer him twice the money and more control and things of that nature, I could easily see him staying. But that's another video for another day. Me personally, I wish he didn't apologize, because Skip Bayless says the things that he say on a daily basis as far as insulting athletes, right? Hell, he's borderline crossing the he's borderline crossing the pale right now in the way he criticizing Dak Prescott, right? But he has a history, Skip Bayless, of being a habitual line crosser, going way too far and criticizing athletes. And Skip Bayless put out that tweet a couple of days ago. A couple weeks ago, excuse me. He never took it down. He never really, really apologized for it, right? There never was this huge push for him to apologize. But I also want to mention something else too, right? Y'all remember back in the day when Skip Bayless was on ESPN, and this is before it was First Take. This is back in the cold pizza days when it was him and Woody Page. Do you guys remember that he got into a physical altercation with Woody Page? He got into a fight with Woody Page, I think, on set. He got in a fight with him. A fist fight. And if I'm not mistaken, the only thing that happened was Woody Page left the show. He just didn't want to work with Skip Bayless anymore. But he left the show. Nobody was disciplined. Nobody lost their job. Nothing happened. So when I look at this long history of these other people who do all this other shit, man, and nothing happened to them, but every time we do something that offends one particular group or any person, an anonymous fucking caller call in and they're offended, motherfucker got to go out there and apologize. Like Jalen Rose, who made a good point saying, well, why is the person who is the married party who violated policy, why is this person's identity being protected, but this other person is being thrown to the fucking wolves? And Amaya Doka, 10 minutes after he fucking say something, he apologizes. Because the network brass called him and said, nigga, do you know who you are? Do you know who you offending? You better get your ass on there and apologize. So yeah, man, at the end of the day, I don't even know why Shannon Sharpe apologized, man. I mean, I get it, but man, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Kyrie Irving apologized 59 times, man, and you still got people who won't let that shit go.